Patricia, it's been a week since the last squasher, the scraping. How does your shoulder feel?
Uh, it actually feels good,
Yeah.
really good. To give you an idea and a description, the sensation and the feeling in my hands
Yeah.
is amazing.
Okay.
Like sensitivity to touch, or I've used the example of washing with the hot water and
Yeah.
everything. But even let's say I'm cooking and I'm holding or lifting up the pot or the pan, it's like, oh wow, heat. I burnt myself. Whereas before it was like after the fact, I'd look down and go, oh, where the hell did I get this burn mark from? So
Oh,
in relation to sensitivity, it's worked a treat. It's great.
oh, that's very very actually scary. You not being able to feel.
That's right. That's right. But now it's great. It's like it's been what, a week and no burns. So progress.
Progress.
Progress. In relation to the numbness in general, look, it's not 100%. You don't expect these things to work exactly 100 because of the degree and level of pain and how many years I've actually had this issue.
Yeah, you've only had 2 scrapings.
That's right. But I can tell you it's a lot better.
Yeah.
It feels a lot better. I can, the numbness is a lot less. I can feel more. The stiffness and let's say like the seizing up of my middle finger that I used to get, and I tell you, oh, it seize up and I wouldn't be able to move it. That hasn't happened.
Yeah.
So yes, I have noticed a difference, and it's great. It's positive, but the sensitivity is that's next level.
Oh, okay. That's fantastic. That's fantastic to hear. And I did a brief scraping down your arm last time. So how did that feel? Now, the thing is, it was only brief and not much red came out. But the thing is, it doesn't necessarily have to be red. That's more an indication of wind, as we call it. But, in terms of tendons and things, sometimes when you do a scraping, the redness doesn't come out, but it kind of fixes the problem. So it's not necessarily redness that you need.
No, you're right. There wasn't that much redness, but feeling-wise, it's been great. I've had no pain, so to speak.
So were you surprised at how quickly it improved your arm and your feeling?
Yes, and I'm so happy with it. Like it's made a world of difference to me and how I've been functioning.
Yeah, I mean, I guess a lot of people that have issues over the long term, and you're saying, well, and they don't know what they can do about it, especially if you go to doctor like you have. All they had was a cortisone injections and
injections, physio, and surgery. That's right. And the injections work, but as we've said, all it does is mask the pain.
Yeah.
The physio didn't work at all.
Yeah.
And I don't want to look at surgery as an option.
Yeah.
I'd like to avoid it if I can.
Yeah. Yeah, I thoroughly understand. And I think a lot of people would want to avoid it if they can, but people don't know there's another option. But also another thing is that, mainstream medicine doesn't deal with is when you've got like toxins in your body and it kind of like there's no outlet for it to come out, and this provides a channel for it to come out. I mean, you must have felt like it was a form of relief after.
Very much so.
I think like, oh, it's come out. So finally, it just feels more open. Would that be the correct term?
Yes, it would be. 100%.
Yeah, and last time I gave you, because I think you mentioned that you had issues with your lower back, and so I gave you a scraping off camera. So can you tell me?
That fixed it instantly.
Yeah, what exactly was the issue?
I was having a bit of lower back pain, and I was as though my sciatic nerve was pinched or aggravated.
Yeah.
I've recently changed my car, so it was adjusting to new seating in the car, and it aggravated my lower back. And as I was walking, I'd get electric shocks down my whole leg and be like, oh wow, my leg's gone numb type of a deal. I mean, it had literally just started, so I feel as though you caught it right in the nick of time, and literally that one scraping fixed it.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Fixed it. No issues whatsoever.
I mean, have you thought of massages, or have you tried massages in the past?
I have tried massages, but I haven't had this issue in the past, so to speak.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's only because I've just recently changed
So
cars and
cars,
just
yeah,
adjusting to new seating and everything, and it was great.
Yeah. Fantastic. Now, the initial scraping, the first scraping we did was very red, but last time we did the second time. How long did it take for it to go away? Because the first time you said it was about 3 days. Or something?
About 3 to 4 days. On the fourth day, it was
gone. And what about
this time round? It was literally within a day. By the next day, it was
gone. Yeah, it goes quicker. The second time you do it, the redness doesn't last as long. It goes away far quicker, as you found out. Yeah.
Do I take that to also mean if let's say the coloration goes away quicker, would you take that as a sign of quicker healing and that you are fixing the problem?
Better. Yeah, you are fixing the problem
and dealing with it.
Yes. So being far less.
So it's more it's positive.
It's positive. Like the initial time I did the scraping and barely touched you, and
it came up. I remember that. Yes.
And it was very dark as well, and some of it was going purple. So it's just waiting. It's just like underneath the surface, just waiting for a door to be opened.
Yes,
so that it can come out. So yeah,
cool.
Yeah,
okay.
Agree with that analogy.
I do agree.
That analogy. So that's a good sign. So what we do today, I might actually do the other arm. Though you said that you do have some issues,
but not as major and severe as
but people would be surprised at how much does come out in the other shoulder, and also you do need to do it just to balance it up, and probably also your shoulder blades underneath. A lot of people tend to have issues with that, and you know what? A lot of people, they don't realize there's a problem until you press it or you scrape it, and then the issues come up. Then I realize, oh my goodness, I didn't realize. Yeah, it was so painful. Yeah, I had an issue there. Now we've got the label. I put it on. It's called a shaving balm, as you're saying, Shah. And I suppose most people are familiar with shaving balm, but this is shaving balm.
Well,
and it's
a nice play on words. I like that. And I also like the fact that it's, cute little animal. Quokka?
A quokka, yes. So, happiest animal on earth. That's the thing.
Okay, and it's identify with...
It's an Australian native.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, it hops like a kangaroo and all that, but it's only about the size of a cat.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay.
And it seems to be always happy, always smiling. So that's what it's happening.
So I think it's very relevant.
Great. Yeah, we want people to be happy again and to smile again, be free from pain.
Well, that's what we're aiming for, and I think that's fantastic. And it's such a good play. Thank you.
Yeah. And look, it is a very good practice, another tool in people's arsenal, that if they've got a bit of pain and all that, it's surprising that people don't know about it. I mean, it deals with areas that cupping cannot. You know, just dealing, say, with your shoulder bone, you cannot put a cup on that. You can't do that.
And like I said, I had no idea about this until you told me about it.
Yeah.
Yes, I was familiar with cupping because I have seen it in various
athletes.
Yes.
Doing it with that
but no, this is great. And I'm happy to get this information out there so that everybody can know about it.
Yeah. And help you. I mean, I'm sure there are lots of people in your situation, or at least have pain.
I've had inquiries from people who have seen the redness and the purple on my shoulder, and like I said to you, they're very interested and happy and willing to reach out to try it. So what you've done for me, to do for them.
I mean, they've tried other stuff.
Yes, and it hasn't worked. And there are some people, or one person in particular that I know of, that situation is a lot more severe than me, and they've had physio, they've had surgery, they've had injections, they've had multiple surgeries.
Yeah.
And they're in a worse state now than what they were before.
Oh my goodness.
She was one of the first inquiries I had, and so she wants to reach out and make contact with you to see.
So why not? It's obviously then it's a meridian and a chi problem and a sharp problem with the toxins that mainstream medicine doesn't deal with. Yeah. So. I'll be happy to help her as well. But in the meantime, today we're helping you.
I'm going to be a happy Quokka because you are helping me.
Okay. All right. Shall we get started?
Yes, please.